Hey guys, Lady Lee here. We are building a concrete path on the side of the house here, right next to this garden bed. It's gonna be really simple concrete pavers that we're just gonna make our own. So I thought I would take you with us to see how we make this happen. I never done this before. I have a friend that did that at their house and it's beautiful, and I wanted to create the same thing here. So I have my friend kind of direct me on what to do, but this is a first time kind of project for me, so hopefully everything will work okay. The steps are going to be the edging, put down the edging, and then build the concrete pavers. You can decorate them, do a bunch of nice things right in them, so we'll see what we can come up with. And then the last part will be adding maybe pea gravel or some crawling plants in between them and just letting everything set. So let me show you how we do this. guys, so it took me a couple of weeks to finish this first part of the path. It's going to be a pretty long path that takes you all the way from the front porch to the back porch, so it kind of wraps around half of the house. A couple of things, a couple of notes. I have some notes down here, so I might look down. This first part that you've seen in the video was 16 bags of 50-pound concrete and about 7 bags of pea gravel. I will have a post on the blog with the breakdown of the prices and all the information, but I wanted to give you a few tips and kind of things that I've learned while doing that, things to pay attention to. Again, it's all going to be written on a blog post on the blog, so if you need it kind of written down, it's there. Okay, so 16 bags of concrete, about 7 bags of pea gravel. I've learned that there's different kind of concrete. Some concrete mixes have more rock in them and some are smoother. I use the red quick set 4-hour whatever bags of concrete from Lowe's. I'll link to them on the post on the blog. They have a little bit more rock in them, and I found there's pros and cons to it. So on one hand, I wasn't able to write, like I wanted to write a sentence, like a word on each rock, kind of like a meaningful sentence or whatever, and it was really hard because it was just not smooth, so it was hard to write on the rocks. So I kind of gave it up after trying a couple of times. We were able to do some handprints and to put some of those glass beads kind of things. You got to do it really quickly if you use this kind of concrete because it really sets very quick. So as you shape the pavers, you have to do whatever you want to do. It's kind of hard with this kind of concrete to go back to it and try to do your creative thing because it really sets really, really fast. I love this kind of concrete and I use it for other projects, like when I put fence posts and stuff like that. So this is kind of what I'm used to working with. If I would do another path like that, I might try to choose something that sets a little slower and is a little bit more smooth. Although I have a friend that kind of made a really good comment about that, because she said it's kind of nice that the pavers have texture and a little bit of rock sticking out here and there on them on the surface, because when it's rainy, it's not going to be slippery. So that was a good comment, and I think it turned out okay. It's not very, rocky on the top, but you can still see some of the little rocks inside of the cement, which is fine. Okay, what else? So I did choose to do the edging. The edging is really not mandatory. You can kind of do whatever you want to do. You can even leave the path without pea gravel in between and just let the grass fill in. That's another nice thing. You lay it right on the ground. A few people asked me if I dug, if I smoothed the ground, if I did anything. I didn't do anything. I pretty much sprayed the grass just to kill it a little bit, but you don't even have to do that. If you put the cement or the concrete right on the grass, it will eventually die, of course. Think about water management. If you need to put a pipe or dig a little ditch somewhere, I have that area over behind me where the gutters come down from the roof, and I kind of made sure to leave a little ditch for the water to flow into the bigger ditch on the side of the house to take them off to the creek. You can dye your concrete. I don't know how to do it. I never did it, but I know you can dye concrete and play with colors and do all kind of things like that. That might be nice. Make sure that you kind of measure your step. So you don't want to do too big of pavers that you kind of have to stretch too much to walk on them, and you don't want to do them too small so you have to kind of hop from one to another. You want to see naturally where your foot is falling, and then try to make the center of the big paver over there, so it's easy and comfortable to walk on, and then kind of filling around with smaller pavers. What else? So one bag, one 50-pound bag with about one big rock and two small rocks, something like that. That's something else that someone was asking me. That's it pretty much. Concrete is very forgiving. You can't really make mistakes here, you know. You just mix it, make sure not to make it too runny, so you want it kind of clay consistency, so it doesn't run all over the place when you try to shape it, and it kind of stays. But if you need to go and add a piece or something like that, it's pretty easy to do. Maybe not as easy to take away if it's dry. This been here for a few weeks and it doesn't seem that it's going anywhere. It's been rainy, it's been windy, it's been sunny, whatever. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere. I think it will stay here for a while. I have to say that this is a lot of physical labor. If physical labor is not your thing and you're not enjoying sweating, then this might not be the kind of path for you. A lot of lifting, a lot of mixing, a lot of, you know, bending down, putting the concrete on the ground, bending down to shape it, all this kind of stuff. I love this kind of work. I enjoy, you know, a workout like that, but not everybody do. I think that it's a pretty easy and very creative and affordable solution for shorter path. But if you are going to do something big like this, then just, you know, realize that you're going to be carrying around 40 bags of concrete and mixing them and, you know, getting them from the shelf to the cart, from the cart to the car, from the car to the shed, from the shed to the ground. It's a lot of lifting, a lot of moving around. Not everybody, it's not for everybody, but I enjoyed it. I still have about probably 20 more bags to go. So this is a big project. There's going to be a garden on this side and a big porch on the other side, and I'm going to keep updating and kind of filming everything and taking you with me. That's it. Again, I'll write up a blog post with all the information and all the breakdown of prices if I can manage to find all my receipts. And so everything is going to be on the blog. If you have any other questions, just comment below and I will answer it. I think that's it. We're going to keep on working on that, and I will see you in the next video. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel and like that video. I hope this was helpful, and if you do something like that, send me a picture, tag me on Instagram or something like that. I would love to see it. Oh, one more thing that I wanted to mention is that a few people asked me as they were seeing me doing it if I used pavers, like molds. You can use molds, you can draw the shape of the rock or the paver on the ground before you put the cement on it, the concrete on there. There are plastic molds that they sell at the store. I just enjoyed going freestyle here and being creative and doing whatever came to mind. But yeah, you can definitely use molds and stuff like that. All right, guys, so please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.